top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. ERC, in collaboration with the United Nations and GNBA, hosts Countering Hate Speech Workshop. Better Hope LBI NDC on high alert for streetlight thieves. And road in Buxton in need of urgent repair after works undertaken by GWI. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Tuesday, October 8th edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here's what you need to know this evening. The Ethnic Relations Commission, in partnership with the United Nations in Guyana and the Guyana National Broadcasting Authority, on Tuesday hosted a workshop on countering hate speech. Tiana Cole opens a broadcast with this story.
During opening remarks for the Countering Hate Speech Workshop, organized by the Ethnic Relations Commission, ERC, in partnership with the Ghana National Broadcasting Authority, GNBS, on Tuesday, Gerardo Noto, the resident coordinator, acting for United Nations Guyana, stated that the organization is pleased to collaborate with other entities to make a difference in terms of preventing and responding to hate speech.
Each of you have critical roles to play as media workers, influencers, DJs, and content creators in shaping public discourse, promoting inclusivity, and safeguarding the values that unite Guyana as a society.
He added that in an era where media platforms, traditional or digital, have the enormous capacity to magnify messages that can either promote and descend in unity or fuel division and conflict.
Hate speech, whether subtle or overt, has the potential to tear at the fabric of our society. It can incite violence, perpetuate harmful stereotypes, and deepen divisions among different peoples and groups.
He pointed out that by using their platforms to spread awareness, foster tolerance, and confront bigotry, content creators have the ability to contribute to the solution.
You can help turn the tide against hate speech and foster a culture of respect, inclusion, and dialogue.
Lachmi Rahamat, the GMBA's chairperson, stated that the workshop is not only pertinent, but also that it is critical that representatives from the legislative and constitutional bodies, as well as individuals from various domains of media, including social media influencers and commentators, gathered and engaged in this dialogue.
It is unfortunate that hate speech is something that is a plague. It is a plague that is within our society in 2024, and it is everyone's responsibility to do their individual part to stamp it out.
She emphasized that hate speech must never be tolerated and that the GNBA is mandated by law to serve as an oversight and monitoring body. They monitor broadcasters who possesses the license upon which many commentators, presenters, and DJs ply their trade daily.
We would like the ERC and the GNBA to have no infractions to deal with. We want our societies, we want all participants in daily life in society to live in love and unity and to stamp out hate speech.
Tiana reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
There should be a little more protection for teachers in Guyana's legislation. This is according to Riaz Rupnarain, an educator with more than 15 years under his belt and on the cusp of completing a master's in international law. Daisy Richards reports.
Teacher Riaz Rupnarain, who has been in the profession for 18 years and holds a number of degrees, says that the legislation governing education in Guyana does not cater to the direct needs of teachers. The international law student highlighted that teachers should be included in discussions before key legislation is passed.
Many times you see that when legislation are being passed, it is for the improvement of the education system in regards primarily to the students.
Rupnarain also highlighted that although it is good for the legislation to protect the country's students, teachers also need added protection.
And there should be a little bit more protection of teachers' rights within the classroom, in and outside of school.
He added that teachers strongly believe that they are on the back burner.
Even the teachers feel it, that when you ask them about it, they feel as though their rights are being suppressed in many cases, that when you look at it, our opinion is asked second.
For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Meanwhile, Benjamin's Bakery, located in Buxton, continues to show appreciation to the nation's teachers. On Monday, teachers residing and working in and around the community were treated to a special breakfast. Here again is Daisy Richards.
The teaching community of Buxton and its environs on Monday received a free breakfast from Benjamin's Bakery, a popular community bakery. This gesture comes on the heels of World Teachers' Day, which was observed last Friday. The initiative began 4 years ago, and the facility's supervisor told Nightly News that the establishment will continue to support teachers, which is a demonstration of their invaluable contribution to society.
Mr. Benjamin see education as a way forward, especially in the community where he started is the baker shop, because he knows that they have a lot of youths.
She added that her employer, who she refers to as Mr. Benjamin, believes that the more educated children are, the more they will excel, and as such decided to give back to the foundation of their education. She explained that teachers would usually visit the establishment to purchase food items.
When it was the old baker shop, we never used to do breakfast. We just used to do bread, tennis roll, and cheese roll. Taking into consideration with what the teacher's opinion when they come and buy, he started it 4 years ago providing breakfast.
The branch at Firish also provided a free breakfast to teachers in that area. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
On the police blotter, the police are hoping that with the further detention of 5 men in connection with an abduction probe, they can crack the case. More details in this report. Guyana's High Court has given crime sleuths permission to keep 5 more suspects in the abduction of Joshua David called Briggs in custody beyond the mandatory 72 hours. Asked for an update on the matter, Crime Chief Wendell Blanham, through the Corporate Communications Department of the Guyana Police Force, said that those in custody, the police have applied for an extension of their detention, which was granted for another 72 hours. Unquote. The 5 men who will remain in custody to be further questioned are 34-year-old Wayne Barker, 26-year-old Aaron Allen called Katz, 21-year-old Davanti Mars called Sharky, 32-year-old Damian Barlow called Dangles, and a 24-year-old Dwayne Griffith called Sheik. They all had surrendered to police at the Brickdam police station last Friday. Osafa Peters and Alpha Poole have already been charged with Joshua David's abduction and were remanded to prison until October 11, 2024. Police are working on the theory that David's abduction might be linked to the August 23 Durban Street double homicide of Lawrence Wayne and Anthony Haverscombe. Joshua David was abducted by several men and forced into a vehicle shortly after he exited the new thriving restaurant on Main Street, Georgetown on September 26. He was taken to an unknown location. Despite several searches, he's yet to be located. Family members, relatives, and friends of David remain hopeful that the police will locate him and bring those responsible for his disappearance to justice. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. Stay with us. You're watching the HGP Nightly News.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all. Oh, yeah. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, Make home yours.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc., powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Win Fuel Plus prizes you love with Rubis. Spend $4,500 or more in Ultratech Fuel at any Rubis service station and get an entry card. Win one of 2 amazing grand prizes: $200,000 in Ultratech Fuel plus $800,000 in cash, or $200,000 in Ultratech Fuel plus an $800,000 electronics package. Each week you could win fabulous prizes including Ultratech Fuel, a PS5, shopping vouchers, and more. Fuel up with Rubis for your chance to win.
Krishna Roth Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. We tell you now that the Ministry of Agriculture is set to revolutionize poultry farming with the introduction of climate-smart tunnel houses, promising enhanced production and reduced mortality rate for local farmers. Carice Gonzalez reports.
Chief Executive Officer of the Guyana Livestock and Development Authority, GLDA, Dr. Dwight Warren, in a recent engagement revealed that the Ministry of Agriculture will soon introduce climate-smart tunnel houses designed to boost poultry farming across Guyana.
When you hear about tunnel ventilated and temperature control pens, we don't want that to be something that would have you thinking, what this look like, who have it, maybe Guyana only have 2 or 3. This must be a common something in each region, each sub-district.
According to Warren, these advanced smart tunnels could significantly decrease the mortality rate to below 5%, with the capability of producing up to 45,000 chickens per batch.
Those birds to be comfortable, maintain that 22 to 23 degrees, that's the body temperature that will promote effective metabolism. What we're going to be seeing emanating out of those production systems: 1, increase weight in less time, reduce mortality.
Besides their effectiveness in managing body temperatures amid climate changes, these large structures offer notable advantages.
We don't need 12 or 14 persons to operate those facilities. All we need, the maximum 3. But 1 individual can man 2 of those pens. So we're looking at 2 individuals can man 80,000 birds.
Tunnel houses serve as a protective enclosure for poultry, keeping them safe from adverse weather, pesticides, and disease vectors. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
1 week after an electrician was sentenced for stealing a quantity of streetlights from the Lebon Intention Housing Scheme East Coast Demerara, the NDC is commending the police for this swift action. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Zaman Shah, chairman of the Better Hope Lebon Intention LBI Neighborhood Democratic Council NDC, told Nightly News via telephone on Tuesday that precedent has been set and persons who may be contemplating carrying out such heinous acts are now put on notice. Shaw has since commended law enforcement for their prompt action in investigating, apprehending, and bringing the offender before the court.
We have recently been putting lights not only in the new housing scheme but across the NDC. The NDC recently concluded a street light campaign.
In light of someone serving time for their crime, Shaw said the community is now on high alert for perpetrators.
We have persons in the community looking for people who are going to do these kinds of actions.
He emphasized how crucial it is to install these lights as a component of improving infrastructure and aesthetics of the neighborhood.
And I'd want to commend those who would have made the report, those who were vigilant, and I'll ask all the other areas to be vigilant the same way. And again, kudos to the police for their swift actions and for being able to bring the perpetrator to justice.
Thursday last, 34-year-old Sharma Jones, an electrician of Pleasant squatting area, East Coast Demerara, was charged with the offense simple larceny, contrary to Section 164 of the Criminal Law Offences Act, Chapter 801. The electrician, who appeared in Sparna Magistrates Court, pleaded guilty to the offense after the charge was read to him and was sentenced to 1 year behind bars. According to reports, on September 24, 2024, during an outreach held by the Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crow, and the Central Housing and Planning Authority at Lebanon Intention LBI Housing Scheme, residents reported the theft of street lights from the LBI Young Professional Housing Scheme, East Coast Demerara. The matter was brought to the attention of the police, where a report was made on September 26, 2024. Following an investigation and intelligence received, police arrested Jones, and he admitted to stealing the streetlights and installing them in various areas. The police managed to recover 24 stolen streetlights. Tianako reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Mechanisms are in place for members of the newly elected student body at the University of Guyana to be financially literate. This is according to Vice-Chancellor Dr. Paloma Mohammed Martin. Antonio Day reports.
We've had too many instances where students are brought forward to lead and don't know how to manage finances, and we expect them by osmosis to kind of just know.
That was Vice-Chancellor of the University of Guyana, Dr. Paloma Mohammed Martin, while delivering remarks during the installation of the 2024-2025 UD Student Society and Executive Council. Students from the 9 faculties were administered oath to office on Monday. Dr. Mohammed Martin noted that while each member have their tasks at hand, it is incumbent that they are knowledgeable in finance management.
We have taken steps to make sure that our auditor has been giving classes, other people have been giving classes, and staying very close to what they are doing.
The Vice-Chancellor admonished the Executive Council to focus on impact and not power.
This is about work and service. And the people who have elected you believed you when you said that we're going to represent you, and we're going to do our best for you, and we were going to deliver for you. So just want to make sure that we are clear in our mind that this is work.
University of Guyana Student Society President Tirishata Semple, who did not envision this portfolio, has committed to working diligently with the newly elected council to ensure every student receives the flexibility needed to complete their studies.
Flexibility through online courses so that education can reach you where you are, making it easier to balance life's demands while pursuing your academic goals.
Measures such as the introduction of a universal prayer room and additional extracurricular activities are in the pipelines, the talent ambassador vowed. Antonio Lee reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio, for your reporting. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Step 4. We take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Steve Vaughn's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in No. 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926 284 077 or visit our website at www.tc.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh. Get value for your money. Ooh, oh, oh. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Oh, Courts have it all. Oh, yeah. Home is what you make it. Top brands, you're sure to get it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. The Ministry of Agriculture has launched a new agriculture information system aimed at transforming data management in the agriculture sector, providing real-time insights to enhance productivity and streamline operations for farmers and extension officers in Guyana. Chris Gonzalez tells you more.
The Ministry of Agriculture on Monday rolled out the Agriculture Information System, AIS, at the Artichoke Conference Center, Lillian Dahl. This system is intended to gather, manage, analyze, and share agricultural data in real time. In his address, Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa pointed out that the AIS will equip the ministry's extension officers with vital tools to aid planning and improving internal workflows, which will ultimately enhance agricultural productivity.
It will help us, first of all, to identify those persons who are in the various sectors. I want that this integrated system to be used by all agencies, all extension officers in all regions and districts.
Anton Edmonds, General Manager of the Country Department of the Caribbean at the IDB, stated that this initiative signifies an important advancement for the modernization, productivity, and sustainable growth of Guyana's agriculture sector.
The Integrated Agriculture Information System enhances transparency and consistency in data management. Using technology and designing an interactive information system, creating a dashboard for data analysis, and rehabilitating information hubs in several regions of the country.
However, the AIS will feature a farm register module that aims to build a thorough database for farmers. This will include unique identifiers, contact information, geographic coordinates, land size, tenure type, and other essential data. When fully implemented, the system will allow farmers, extension officers, and journalists to access up-to-date agricultural information in an efficient manner. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
A road in the village of Buxton has been left in shambles following work done by the Guyana Water Incorporated on a faulty pipeline. The Buxton Falls Neighborhood Democratic Council is calling for its urgent repair. Daisy Richards is on this story.
The Buxton Falls Neighborhood Democratic Council, NDC, took Nightly News on a walk about the village of Buxton, where it was pointed out that a community road has been dug up and left in a deplorable state following work undertaken by the Guyana Water Incorporated. Councillor for Constituency 2, Oswin Williams, is contending that the NDC is not in the possession of a bill of quantity for the project, and it is therefore difficult to ascertain what must be done.
They never sent a BQ to the council, bill of quantities to the council. They never informed the council about this project that they have right now.
He highlighted that due to the current state of the road, it is likely that the road will be closed to the public.
Okay, and I think that in another month or two, this road is going to close because it won't be accessible no more for vehicle in and out.
He added that the destruction of the roadway has also blocked a key access bridge in the community.
This bridge here right now, what they use instead of going around, they use this bridge for pedestrian walk and so on. And right in front there, they dig the hole and they leave it like that. And so nobody have access to come to this access bridge to go into the village.
He explained that this is one of the many roads that need to be repaired in the village of Buxton. The walkabout followed a visit by the Minister of Public Works approximately 4 months ago, where commitments were made to the residents concerning repairs to several roads. Meanwhile, the entity's operations manager and the public relations officer told Nightly News that the situation would be rectified soon. The duo also requested that we do not publish this report. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
While Guyana must have a robust copyright legislation, a local attorney who specializes in this branch of law said there must be, first, the recognition of copyright policies. Here's Antonio Day.
Attorney at law Tini Husi, during an exclusive interview with Nightly News, explained that while it is time for Guyana to have a modern copyright legislation, the procedure is technical. He explained that Guyana must first acknowledge and incorporate copyright policies before rushing to develop modern legislation.
Our laws are reflective of the state of copying and the state of works or those outputs from persons as it stood in 1956.
Husi, who has been practicing law for the past 28 years, noted that due to the evolution of digital technology, modifications to Guyana's current 1956 Copyright Act is necessary.
Technology evolved, and copyright has evolved to match the copying types of technologies as well as the avenues through which those works can be distributed.
Apart from the Jackie Jacks and the Ivans lawsuit against One Communications, renowned Guyanese artist Eddie Grant's lawsuit against former President of the United States, Donald Trump, is a clear message that copyright infringement is a serious issue locally.
Eddie Grant got a judgment against, of all people, Donald Trump for copyright infringement. The catalyst is not necessarily this current litigation, is what has gone before, and the avenue through which that was chosen. The state can have a national copyright policy. A business should have a copyright policy. You're a TV station. What is your copyright policy?
With copyright law and intellectual property being his specialty, Husi stressed that with Guyana's thriving local creative industry, such a legislation must be treated with urgency.
The extent to which one can think of copyright violations, it's mental or intellectual rage, because someone has come and taken what you have done and produced from your mind without asking you.
Husi articulated that since copyright laws consist of numerous aspects, there should be one specific modification that would speak to the protection of the arts. He reasoned that it will be irrational to remodel legislation, yet omitting key components. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for your regional news.
GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GECOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gecom.org.gy.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Everything you want. Make home yours anytime with Courts. Oh, yeah. Get value for your money. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Courts have it all. Home is what you make it. Top brands are sure to get it all. Courts have it all.
Courts has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Courts Ready Finance. Courts, make home yours.
The Guyana Elections Commission GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Types of transactions. Anyone eligible for registration is required to visit the registration office responsible for his or her area of residence to apply for registration. Persons who are already registered could apply for a name change if they have changed their names since they were last registered. Apply for corrections if there is incorrect information on their national ID cards. Persons who are desirous of conducting any of the above transactions must provide the relevant supporting documents. Persons who are already registered could request that their photographs be retaken if the quality of the photographs on their ID cards is unacceptable. Collect their new ID cards if they have not done so as yet. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GECOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GECOM website at www.gecom.com.
Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from Haiti. Haiti's Transitional Presidential Council transferred the rotating presidency on Monday to architect Leslie Voltaire, despite opposition from outgoing President Edgar Fils, who refused to sign a decree ratifying the move. Fils had opposed the move, citing unresolved corruption accusations against 3 other councillors who remain voting members and signed off on the transition. The rift at the council creates fresh uncertainty in a country still reeling from the gang massacre of at least 70 people last week, with Prime Minister Gary Conille seeking security assistance abroad. Haiti named the Transition Council in April after negotiations between various sectors of the Caribbean nation's political and civil alliances. It was empowered with choosing a prime minister and wielding certain presidential powers until conditions are considered secure enough for a new election. But this month, Haiti's anti-corruption unit recommended legal action against 3 council members. It said it had accepted credit cards and asked for nearly $770,000 for up to 10,000 migrants per week who were in the country illegally, a sharp increase. So far this month, the Dominican Republic has deported more than 9,000 people, more than 7,000 of those since Thursday, and more than 4,900 of the total were Haitians, the nation's migration agency said in a statement. The Dominican agency said it was carrying out the deportations while respecting human rights. The Dominican government blames Haiti's chaos for crime and security problems on the Dominican part of the island, and says it has lost patience with the slow progress of an international security mission mandated to help resolve Haiti's crisis. The United Nations has asked countries in the region to halt deportations of Haitians home to a situation of danger. If the Dominican Republic follows through on its plan, the number deported in a year would rise sharply from more than 200,000 Haitians forcibly returned last year. And now for some international news. Milton was downgraded early Tuesday to a Category 4 hurricane, but remained on a path towards Florida, threatening a dangerous storm surge in Tampa Bay, leading to evacuation orders and lending more urgency to the cleanup from Hurricane Helene, which swarmed the same stretch of coastline less than 2 weeks ago. Milton intensified quickly Monday, becoming a Category 5 storm at midday before being downgraded. It had maximum sustained winds of 155 miles per hour, the National Hurricane Center said early Tuesday. Its center could come ashore Wednesday in the Tampa Bay area, and it could remain a hurricane as it moves across central Florida towards the Atlantic Ocean that would largely spare other states ravaged by Helene, which killed at least 230 people on its path from Florida to the Appalachian Mountains. I am Carice Gonzalez. Thank you for watching.
ERC, in collaboration with the United Nations and GNBA, hosts hate speech workshop. There should be more protection for teachers in Guyana's legislation. Better Hope, LBI, NDC on high alert for streetlight thieves, and road in Buxton in need of urgent repair after works undertaken by GWI. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.